Well, hello folks. We're finally on our way. We're headed south to Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. Going to be meeting up with my two really good friends down there. Bruce Gustafson from 843 Fishing Page. We're going to get a chance to go out with Bruce tomorrow. Going to take us out to some areas he knows to do some, I guess you call it inshore fishing, to introduce fishing to folks down there in the Murrells Inlet area, people who don't have boats and that type of thing. So he's going to take us around and we're going to get out and do some different things to show you folks there a little bit about some different things you can do if you go down there for a trip and you want to go fishing and you don't have a boat. So we're going to go down and see if we can't catch a few. We've still got some miles to go yet, so stay tuned. And you will be sure to be posting some stuff on Facebook for y'all to keep up with us and see what's going on down there this weekend. This portion of Carolina Outdoor Magazine TV is brought to you in part by Camelback Hydration System. Do you have a camel on your back? Bolay sportswear and sunglasses? Buckbuster scents for the serious hunter. Carolina Outdoor Hunting and Fishing Supply, handcrafted game calls made in the USA. And also by the Triad Bait Company of Lancaster, North Carolina. Hey folks, want to keep up with the Carolina Outdoor Magazine TV team? It's an easy thing to do. Just like us on Facebook at Carolina Outdoor Magazine TV. And you'll be able to keep up with the behind the scenes clips, bloopers, news and videos, and a lot more. So what are you waiting for? Like us today. Bigfoot baits are a high quality plastic bait chosen by both professional and amateur anglers when they need a bait that will stand up to all kinds of conditions and abuse. Bigfoot baits come in a variety of different shapes and sizes, and they are available for the fresh and saltwater anglers. Bigfoot soft plastic baits should be your chosen bait to squash your competition. Well folks, we finally made it down here to Myrtle Beach, and I got my good friend here from the 843 Fishing Page and 843 Fishing TV, Bruce Gustafson, and he's here to show us how to fish at some of these little golf course ponds and some of these commercial ponds that you see so many of down here when you're down the Myrtle Beach and Murrells Inlet area. There's tons of them all over the place, and they have some really decent fish in them. Bruce is going to take us around today to some of these. We're not going to tell you we're going to catch a lot of fish, but we're going to show you how you can come out here. You know, you may not like to go to the beach, but your wife might want you to bring her down here so you can take her to the beach. You may want to go fishing. That's fine. That's all you got to do. Come to these ponds catch a few fish, have a good time while you're here. You're still getting to do what you like to do. She's getting to do what she likes to do. So we're going to get our stuff ready, and go ahead and start hitting some of these ponds and see if we can't catch a few fish and show you how you can come down here and catch some of these fish too.
A lot of people call this Texas rig. This is technically not even a Texas rig.
Right.
This is a weedless rig, is
Weedless.
what it is.
Yeah, it's a weedless.
You know what I
rig.
mean?
Yeah.
The Texas rig would be with the weight up here to keep your bait down, and it's a free sliding weight.
Exactly.
But a lot of people make that misconception. Oh yeah, Texas rig. No. That's weedless rig.
Right. All right. Well,
let's see if we
let's
can
go ahead and throw some bait out here and see if we can't get us a few fish.
I like this point right off of here.
Okay.
I like the fish, straight up.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and we'll get started.
What I like to do is when I'm fishing,
come on there, cameraman.
When I'm fishing these ponds, what I like to do is you may not be able to see it on the camera, but you can see it with the naked eye right now that the water is very clear.
Yeah.
So one of the things I don't like to do is just run up to the bank.
Exactly.
If you run up to the bank, any fish that may be along the bank, you're going to scare away right off the gate. You know what I mean? So I like to slowly approach. I like to investigate the water. I like to take a look at the water, and when I'm there,
get a feel for what's going on.
Yeah, get a feel for what's going on.
Like trout fishing, up in the mountains.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And what I'll do is I'll cast out maybe 10 feet. I'll reel in, and then I'll work further distances.
Instead of going far and coming in, you'll start in close and then work out.
The problem
that way, there's any game.
Exactly right. And the problem with that is, like, if you cast far out, say you hook up with a fish, now you're dragging that fish through this school of fish that may be on the bank, and you're going to spook all those fish off.
This kind of is going to be a learning process for me because I'm used to being in a boat throwing to shore. Well, now we're on shore throwing out. So, and a lot of you fellas, you might come down here, you don't bring your boat, your wife and your kids, they want to come and see all the events down here, see what's going on. You're sitting in the motel room because that's not your thing. You can come out to a lot of these ponds that are around here and fish for a few hours, and that's me. I'm not a beach goer, but if I came down, didn't bring a boat, didn't have access to a boat, why not come out and fish for a little bit? Oh, yeah.
I have a wife that works a lot, and with me, my schedule doesn't always allow me to go out fishing. But when I need to scratch that itch, I'll come out here after dinner for an hour, throw a few baits around, and I'll hook up with a couple fish, and I scratch that itch that I needed to get to,
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, I'll let you go ahead. You're going to work around this point. I'm going to work this little point. Looks like something coming out here. Water. I can see something small fish. Oh, there we go. All right. Out in the deep water. Got a good dumper right off the start this morning.
Not very big, but
you're not out here to catch the monsters, though. You're out here to have a good time.
that's exactly right.
Took that Bigfoot bait.
Little spotted bass. Bring him in here to you. Just a little guy. A little less than a pound probably. But still fun to catch. You got a good hit?
Oh, I seen him turn. I would have squashed my competition on that one.
Now, as big as these Bigfoot baits are, that little bass swallowed this whole bait. I mean, a lot of times when you're bass fishing, some people look at the bass baits and they're like, holy cow, what's going to eat that? And I'm telling you, a little 10-inch bass, 8-inch bass, you could swallow a 2.5-inch bait. But that little bass that I caught there, about a pound, swallowed this 10-inch ribbon-tail worm. So it just goes to show, don't be discouraged by the size of the bait.
There we go, Bruce.
Decent size too. It's a little bigger than the one I caught earlier.
Well, yeah, there we go. There's some of that pond stuff you were talking about down there. You call it what?
Filamentous algae.
Filamented algae.
Yeah, filamentous algae.
And that's what keeps these ponds clean. But there's a nice little pond bass out in the back of one of these commercial properties. Nothing that any of you guys would go to the scales and weigh, but
no.
look what's hanging out of his mouth, Bruce.
Shark tail worm.
Yeah.
Bigfoot baits.
One of them Bigfoot baits.
And
June
June bug.
And that what do they call that?
That's a June bug.
June bug color.
Shark tail worm.
Yeah. But there's what Bruce is talking about. And I would rather be doing this than down on the beach with my wife. Sorry, wife or camera lady, but you know. All right.
They're fun. They may not be big, but I'm telling you, they're fun to
They
catch.
hit hard.
Yep, they do. I mean, they really thump that bait, and a lot of times when I'm fishing these ponds, like I said, I'll cast out in an area, I'll move along. If there's nothing biting, I'll keep on moving, I'll keep on casting. Sometimes as soon as that bait hits the water, you get that thump, and it's just fish on, you know?
I let this one go down because I was talking to you, and I let it go down just a little bit. Next thing I knew, he's running with it.
He's just running with it.
All right. And there's a case too where you had just thrown your color, but he didn't want your color. He wanted my color, I guess, or who knows.
And it could have very well been what we were talking about earlier, that one fish chasing my ribbon-tail worm in, and he just wouldn't take it. But every time he saw our shadow or we moved that rod, he was spooked back into deeper water once again.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just Jim's June bug shark tail worm from Bigfoot Baits is what enticed him to go ahead and hit it.
It's fishing the way it is, and it just being at the right place at the right time.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Buckbuster Scents has been the chosen deer tracking and cover scents for both guides and professional hunters for years. Try our pine cover scent, acorn cover scent, wild apple, and new this year, sweet corn. And if you need a doe or buck attractant made from our 100% natural formula, then try our doe estrus or buck urine. Stone Mountain Passion to get that leery buck curious, or Stone Mountain Buckbuster to make that mock straight. So if you're looking for a good hunting scent at an affordable price, check us out on eBay at Carolina Outdoor Store, or on our websites at The Great Outdoors and Beyond, or CarolinaOutdoorStore.com. Buckbuster Scents for the serious hunter. So, you think you have what it takes to be an outdoor producer? Well then, Outdoor Adventure Productions has teamed up with the Outdoor Sportsmen's channel, and you could be just what we're looking for. I know, you're probably thinking it's too expensive to have my own outdoor show. Not anymore. For a fraction of the cost of regular programming, it is possible for you to get started with your own outdoor TV show. But hurry, because slots are filling up fast. So if your passion is anything to do with the outdoors, don't wait. Call now at 828-919-6934 or drop us an email at the Outdoor Sportsman's Channel at gmail.com, and you could be the next great outdoor producer. This segment of Carolina Outdoor Magazine is brought to you in part by Bigfoot Bait, Squash Your Competition, Buckbuster Scents, Scents for the Serious Hunter, and also by Quail Hollow Bird Farm, Game Birds and Bird Dog Training. Well, folks, we're headed up. We've left the pond where we're at. Bruce is in front of me, and we are headed toward another pond he wants to know. He wants to go to, that he knows he wants to go to. The sun is really high right now, and we kind of think that these ponds being clear water and shallow, these fish are going to be moving out in the deeper water. This pond we're going to is supposed to have some trees around it, and they'll be in the shade, so it'll be a whole lot better. So we're going to go give it a try, and if we don't get anything there, we're going to take a break for a while and be back later on this evening and catch some more. Oh yeah, there you go. Now I'm going to find out what he's using for bait, and I'm going to switch. A smart fisherman would do that. Looks like he's using the same thing I am. No, oh, yeah, you are, aren't you?
I'm using ribbon tail worm.
Yep.
Purple and black.
Yep, okay. A little bit darker than mine. Cool. Cool, cool. It's getting pretty late, folks, and as you can see, we've changed locations. We had to, like I told you earlier, it got to be a real bad storm. And we're still catching a few fish. We're going to keep on until we just can't stand it any longer. There he goes.
Go.
All right. Very good.
There's a small one like that one from earlier today, but it's a fish. It's a fish.
It's a fish.
That's what we're out here to catch.
All right, Bruce, we got a few minutes here, folks. What happened? We came down a darn gully washer here, and thunderstorms and lightning, and we changed locations. So we went in and dried off a little bit, and a little bit of time's gone by, but we're back at it. So I'm going to put a new bait on, and I want Bruce to show you how he rigs this up on these hooks.
Okay, normally, a lot of people have this misconception. They say when they string the bait on there, and they string it across, they call that a Texas rig. It's not technically a Texas rig, it's a weedless rig. You know, Texas rig is when you have the slip weight on there, and you're dragging that weight across the bottom, and you're stirring up the dirt.
Right.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and rig this weedless. So what you want to do is you want to pull the bait like this, slide the hook down through the top. You come down about 1/4 inch, turn it, pull it back out through the bottom, slide the worm all the way up to the eye of the hook. Sometimes it's a little difficult getting over that weight. I like to use the weighted hooks when I do top water fishing, because sometimes the weight of the worm or the shad or the Yeti stick that you're using just doesn't cut it. Now you spin it over, come back here to where the curve of the hook is. Put your worm up there just like that, pinch it right at that curve, slide it up to the point, come through the worm with it, pull it straight, pull it forward like that, put the point of your hook just in there just like that. Now you're all set up weedless. You're not going to catch any weeds. You may catch a little bit of weed with the weight here at the tip of the hook, but more than likely not to get snagged up on any logs or any twigs or anything like that.
Now that there, folks, is how you get your buddy when you go fishing to rig your bait for you. You never have to rig a worm again. Just take a buddy along and let him do it for you. All right, Bruce. Another one. I don't know how much light we have, folks, but we're still hammering away at them. This might be the best one of the day, Bruce.
Could be.
All right. That's not a bad bass.
No, it's a nice one.
Look at that. Look what you can catch out here in the ponds. Good little fish.
Once again,
I hope the camera's getting it. We're about to close this out and head on out of here because we're probably a little backlit and we're losing light real quick. We're going to try to see if we can't get a few more. I thought I was out of it for a while, but there he is. Just now. One more fish. One. You know, you got that thing going on, folks. You got to get home. You got to get home. You got that appointment, but just one more fish. Just one. And this is what we're into right now. One more fish.
One more cast.
Yep.
One more cast. I hear you.
Alright.
That was a decent fish.
Yeah, you're back.
Yep.
Okay, folks, well, we're out of time, that's for sure. We just barely had enough light to catch that last fish, but you know, we had a great day out there fishing with Bruce Gustafson of 843 Fishing. Now, folks, you want to go to Bruce's Facebook page at Facebook 843 Fishing and like his page. So all you folks down in the 843 area can keep up what's going on. And also, folks, be sure to check out Bruce's YouTube channel at 843 Fishing. Well, Bruce, thanks a lot for having us aboard this week. It was a blast, and we sure did appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this week's show, everybody. And like always, I'm Jim Carr from Carolina Outdoor Magazine TV. We hope to catch you somewhere next week in the great outdoors when we do it all again. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh.